River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Niner Nuts. I'm Dan here along with the whole gang. Mr. Jimmy B got his computer fixed, and Easy E is here with us as well. Gentlemen, how are we doing? We having a good week so far?
Yeah, I found my computer plug. It was in the couch cushion.
Did you find any money while you were digging around in the couch cushions?
No, but I found my Eagles hat. And
I love that. It's got the throwback eagle and everything. That's cool.
Yeah. I got this at when I went and saw them against Denver. But yeah,
That's what's up. That reminds me of The Simpsons, where he was trying to reach for a peanut and he found $20, and he was like, "I wanted a peanut," and his brain was like, $20 can buy many peanut. So funny. Well, all right, guys. What we do every Friday, even though we are on a bye week this week, we are still giving you a parlay. We have picks, and as always, this is clearly for entertainment purposes only. Please follow your rules, your regulations, and all that wherever you live. Please don't do it illegally, and call 1-800-GAMBLER if you need help, or if someone you know needs help. All right, cool. Now we're off the hook. So, God, we're already at week 14 too. I'm gonna say that every week, and it sounds like an old man or whatever, but I don't care. That the football season goes by too fast, and we can all agree on that, surely.
Yeah, this is an old one, Dan.
Yeah, this is an old one.
Oh no, did I open an old one?
Yeah.
Oh, because I clicked week 4 instead of 14. That's why. Good job, Dan. Let me go ahead and try.
Jalen Hurts plus 50 yards. I don't know if he's making that one.
Here we go. Here's week 14, and then I just got to pull that. This is great for the listening audience too. Just like, what is happening?
This is the secret sauce that goes into the show.
Yeah, here we go. This should be week 14. Yeah, here we go. That look great. This is week 14.
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay. Slightly lower payout than we had 2 months ago. I just realized. About the same though.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, lots to go through. We give you lots to think about unless you want to write the whole ticket, but we got a lot of opinions and a lot of feelings going into this final back 9 of the season. A lot of playoff spots are trying to be decided. A lot of people are on the verge of getting eliminated. And speaking of an eliminated team, the Saints, they are going to Tampa. And Tampa's trying to hold on to dear life for their season. It's what do they say? Their fate is in their hands. The Panthers can't decide if they're a good team from week to week. That's why they're 6-7 or 7-6. One of those.
6-7.
I walked right into that, didn't I? But the Saints have been a dumpster fire pretty much the entire season. So Tampa getting a nice little bounce back win while they're trying to get Mike Evans to come back for the last couple weeks and maybe a playoff push, because I'm still holding out faith that they'll win the division. Because again, the Panthers can't decide if they're going to be a good team or not the rest of the way. And this seems like a pretty money pick. What do you guys think about this game?
Well, yeah, the Buccaneers definitely need to win this if they're going to keep their stranglehold. Well, not a stranglehold, but like if they're going to control their own destiny to get into.
Yeah, they're barely hanging on to the NFC.
I don't know why I said stranglehold. So yeah, this is a must-win for them. To stay ahead of everybody and to distance themselves from the rest of the division. You win the division by beating your division rivals. So, and it's the Aints. So I have confidence that the Bucs should show up for this game and win it, especially at home.
Yeah, it's an important game for Tampa. I believe they play the Panthers twice in the next 4 weeks coming up as well. So chance
they got them entirely in December.
Yeah, I believe so. So any chance they have to pick up a win, outside of playing them and stack a victory is going to be key for them. Panthers are off this week, so it's a chance to build a game ahead of them while they're on their bye as well. And so it's a great opportunity for them. Buccaneers have been playing okay football for the last month. They certainly tailed off. Nobody's really sure how hurt
Baker.
Yes, thank you. Baker is right now. Hopefully his shoulder on his left side holds up and he can withstand the pain and keep playing. He did that in Cleveland and tried to do that, and it didn't go extremely well. But hopefully he has better results for the Buccaneers. They should win this game. Possible the Saints pull an upset, but seems unlikely. So feel pretty confident about the Buccaneers on this ticket.
Yeah, as far as we know, Baker is still going to play, but the season's going to ride or die on Baker. Thank you I didn't mention that. I was talking about Mike Evans, but yeah, Baker's nursing that non-throwing shoulder. But Saints are still the Saints, so I still have all the confidence in the world in this. But yeah, Tampa, their fate's in their own hands. Next, I really pushed for this one. The Indianapolis Colts and going to Florida, going to Jacksonville. For listeners and viewers that don't follow the Colts, the last time that Indianapolis won in Jacksonville was September of 2014. Literally 11 years and counting since Indy won in the city of Jacksonville. That is astounding.
And they play there every year. It's not a thing where it's a every so often kind of thing because they're a divisional matchup. They play there every year.
Yeah, and Jacksonville just has them when they come to Florida. I truly can't believe it. I remember a couple games where I think Carson Wentz was pretty close to winning, and then they threw up on themselves. And
they needed the win to seal the division at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And Carson Wentz went into Jacksonville, and basically Jacksonville figured out that if you stop JT, that Wentz can't do crap, and so they ended up winning.
Yeah. And then Phillip Rivers too, I don't think Matt Ryan wasn't playing. I don't remember Matt, but Phil Rivers had a heartbreaking loss there. Joe Flacco had a heartbreaking loss there 2 years ago. So Colts find a way to lose in Jacksonville every damn year. And this will be year number 12, if I count that right, since 2014. But on top of that, the Colts upon further inspection, they did really they made it a game against the Texans, but Jacksonville is a slightly better version of the Panthers where yes, any given week they could be really good or really bad, but something's wrong with the Colts right now, and with the track record they've had against Jacksonville, they just have their number, and Jacksonville will probably pull this off. I hate to say it, but do you guys have more to add to that?
No, I can't say that I have anything more after that.
Well, Daniel Jones is hurt. That's clearly been a problem with the Colts.
He's hurt? I didn't know that.
Yes, he's.
Broken fibula, serious answer.
Yeah. So since he's been hurt, they haven't been the same, which has hurt them going forward. DeForest Buckner's still out. So they're dealing with a number of injuries. Sauce Gardner's out now too. So they're just kind of collapsing here down the stretch and haven't really been the same team. And it's shown up week to week. They just haven't been able to hang out with the better teams on the schedule that they've been playing here recently. And so, given that, and then like you pointed out, Dan, this really historic losing streak down in Jacksonville, I'm not going to bet against history, and I'll take the increased odds in the Jags in this one and take a flyer on it and see how it goes. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the Colts are favored too, which, Lord, I don't know why. I'll take 10 years of losing on the road consecutively.
Yeah.
The Jaguars absolutely, like, in terms of talent, like, they can match people. Like, Jacksonville definitely has talent if the stars are lined up right. Like, they would have a solid, like, they're on top of the AFC South right now, but like undisputed first place if they beat the Colts this week, which probably should. Like, I don't know, breaks my heart saying it, but yeah, I pushed for this one being on the ticket. So let's move on to Denver going to the Raiders. This is, man, the Raiders are just, I don't know. I'll put it this way. I'd rather watch more Browns games the rest of the year than Raiders games. The Raiders just have nothing. The Raiders are just letting Geno get sacked like 7 times minimum a game. Their defense is fine, but not great. Like, it's just comical. Like, you can't believe that Tom Brady's in the ownership, like, with this kind of output that they're making. I sincerely think Pete Carroll's going to be a one and done coach, but I don't want to just sing the praises of Denver. Denver is really skirting by with these wins. Yeah, you're a double-digit win team, which is not nothing, but this is that Steelers team like 4 years ago, the Eagles 3 years ago. I don't believe in the sustainability of this Broncos team. They'll still beat the Raiders because the Raiders suck, but I don't know this. I don't let this inflate your egos, Denver. You guys are still like, I think you guys are sheeps. I think you guys are bad. I think you're about to be the emperor with no clothes. I'm ruining my metaphor, but
well, yeah, I mean, there's a good chance that the Raiders are winning this game at the half, because that seems to be Denver's MO. Like, go behind at halftime and then come back and win. So
they play down way too much to competition.
Yeah. So them winning is probably inevitable, but this will probably be closer than people expect, just because of the fact that that's just the way Denver plays. I think they've only won like 2. I don't know. They've been behind like every single game, and they've won 10 games, being behind every single game at half, which is an NFL record. By 2 games, like, so they already beat the NFL record. So like, this is that, it just has that sort of like, okay, the Raiders don't have a whole bunch to play for, so they're going to try and ruin the Denver season, and Denver will probably figure out some way to come back in the game and win. That's just their MO this year.
Yeah, I mean, my analysis is that the Raiders are trash. They're just really, really trash. And
second that.
The Broncos, while we've talked about the fact that they are probably a wolf in sheep's clothing, they're still worlds better than what the Raiders are. So I have no doubt that the Broncos are going to win this game. To your point, Jimmy, might not be a big 35-3 bashing or anything like that. Might be something more like 24-14 or something like that, where the Raiders are sticking around for the first half for some inexplicable reason. But the Broncos are going to win this game. There's no reason for them not to, unless there's some injury to Bo Nix or something like that. But the Broncos are going to win, and they're going to go to 11 wins, and the Raiders are going to fall further down the cliff and wonder what the heck they're doing in their offseason.
They had to go to overtime to beat the Marcus Mariota-led Commanders in Washington. These guys are in Vegas. This makes me really want to throw $1 onto the Raiders covering the spread just to see what happens.
The spread is...
Oh, it's got to be at least 7.5.
7.5 on the dot.
Yeah, nailed it. And Jinx, we both got 7. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I regret this on the ticket, because no, Denver's definitely gonna win, but I may throw $1 on the Raiders covering the spread just because that's the way that Denver likes to win these games.
Yeah.
I mean, they might win on a field goal at the end of the game, and like it just you don't know. But I mean, like yeah, Denver 10 wins, and I think all 10 of their wins they were down at the half. So
And they only lost to the Colts on a very, very fluky leverage penalty that brought the kicker 15 yards closer, and then he nailed it.
Yeah.
So they were one really questionable. I don't think it was personally, but the amount of times that gets flagged when it should, sure, I'll listen to that debate. But anyway, the Denver should still. I think we've kind of beat this horse. No pun intended. Onwards to Seattle and Atlanta. I'm cool with this money line not being on here because it was so lopsided. But to still pick something out of this game, JSN is on a tear. Him getting 70 yards he's probably going to be lined up mostly against AJ Terrell, which is still fine. He's going to easily still win the I don't think he's going to win the Triple Crown, but he'll end the year with probably 1,800 yards, if not cross the 2K line for the first time in NFL history. All that's to say, 70 yards from Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's a money pick. It's all the confidence in the world in this. Like, if you guys pushed for 80, I would have even said sure, but we'll play it safe. We want to actually win. So, as for the game, the Seahawks are just going to kill the Falcons. Their season's just falling apart. Kirk Cousins, like, I don't know, maybe he'll have like, I don't know, he's always a stat monster, so maybe he'll end up getting some garbage time stats out of this, but there's nothing else to say other than the Seahawks should just utterly destroy them.
Well, yeah, I'm glad we didn't do any money line bet or whatever because it is Kirk Cousins at 1 p.m. So there's always a chance that he might come through in that moment. But I mean, JSN, like the crazy thing about JSN, what he's doing is like the amount, like how significantly bad still like their passing offense is like in the scope of the league. Like it's crazy that he's been putting up all these numbers and yet, their offensive powerhouse is not there. Like you would think with what he's doing, like they'd be, this massive offensive juggernaut, and they really aren't, but he just keeps putting up numbers. So, I mean, why wouldn't he have, more than 70 yards in this game against Atlanta,
Yeah, he's gone over 70 in every week of the season except for last week when he only had 23 yards, but he basically took the week off last week when they played Minnesota, and Max Bozemer was in there just throwing picks left and right for the Vikings. So, he's having a historically great season. I mean, he's gone over 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So having him go over 70 should be pretty academic in this particular game. And, the Falcons are a decent enough team that the Seahawks are going to have to score some points to win. So they're going to have to, throw the ball and make some things happen. And the Falcons shouldn't turn the ball over nearly as much as the Vikings did last week. So they're going to have to rely on their offense to score those points. And what better way to do that than moving the ball with JSN? So feel pretty confident about him getting 70 plus this week.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Getting a little bit of pushback from the Falcons will probably be good for them too in the long run, just because the Vikings were such a cupcake last week. And they still didn't, like, to James's point, they actually, the Vikings defense really, really did a phenomenal job trying to counter the lack of offense. So no, they held Seattle back pretty good, all things considered, even though it didn't matter. He was going to throw 4 picks.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I'd be perfectly fine, though, if, like, Super Kirk Cousins showed up and the Falcons won 35-31, JSN got 70-some yards, and the Falcons won. That'd be great in my mind.
Oh, yeah, no, we need we're going to talk about the Rams game in a second, but no, we need Seattle to lose this game. I would love for a Kirk Cousins upset as well. I don't think it's going to happen personally, but I don't know. Weirder things have happened.
I mean, the craziest thing would be like if Kirk Cousins one out the rest of the season, and then they would be stuck in this paradigm where it's like, oh, do we go with Michael Penix Jr. or do we go with Kirk Cousins? And it just like that. I think there might be a world where that exists where he just goes out and
I will give you guys the. I was the one that was like, okay, well maybe Michael Penix as a pick wasn't that bad. Yeah, now 2.5 years down the road, yeah, I will fully admit I was wrong, and that was a very dumb pick.
Yeah, I mean, and it's amazing, like how inept left-handed quarterbacks have been in the league. Like, there's not like this like. NFL Network a while back ago, like 10 or so odd years ago, they did a list of the top 10 left-handed quarterbacks. And you don't know this name, Dan, but Eric will remember the name. The first guy on the list at number 10 was Scott Mitchell. And like the first time they did the list, number 9 was all the left-handed quarterbacks that didn't make the list combined at number 9. Like, it's like when you draft the left-handed quarterback, you were taking an enormous risk, in betting in that guy. And here we have Tua again. Like Tua is a left-handed quarterback. Michael Penix Jr. again, a left-handed quarterback. Like they redid the list like 3 years later, and Tebow was number 9 on the list. That's just insane to think. Like I know like people aren't going to consider that in talent evaluation and look at everything like that, but honestly, like if I were an NFL GM and somebody said we need to take this guy and he was a left-handed quarterback, I'd be apt to take somebody else and just pass on them, just due to the history of how bad left-handed quarterbacks are.
Or don't use more than like a 5th rounder.
Well, yeah. I'm like, not just the fact that he was left-handed too, but the dude was like, what, 28 or something like that? Like,
Jesus.
Like, he was older, right? Eric, you said he was.
Who, Penix?
Yeah, Penix is older, right?
Oh, Penix was like 20. He wasn't 28. I think he was like 25.
He was 28, but he was pretty old.
He wasn't Brandon Whedon old.
Penix is 25.
Okay, 25. But still,
yeah, so he got drafted when he was 24. No, Brandon Whedon was the last quarterback drafted in the first round. That was.
What I'm saying is, like,
I think he was 28.
That had grandchildren.
But my point is that you use the number 1 draft pick on a left-handed 24-year-old quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, like
most quarterbacks are on their second contract by 24. Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, I mean, the guys are coming out like 21. They're starting out, at a young age.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, like Falcons, Seahawks, JSN 70 yards should be easy.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to. I cannot believe that this is a 1:00 game. I am thrilled. I'm very happy it is. Like I mean, I'll still have to split my screen, but the Bengals are going to Buffalo, and sure, the last time we called for like a shootout track meet, it ended up not being, and it also wasn't that exciting of a tank bowl on top of that when the Browns played the Dolphins. But now that Joe Burrow is back, and Josh Allen is once again carrying the Bills on his back because that defense is not that good either. This is I feel that I'm speaking for everybody when this should be a defense need not apply game. Absolutely. Joe Burrow, we know, can score 40 points just in a blink of an eye. Josh Allen, he's already had multiple Superman games where he's rushing and passing for a touchdown. I don't think the weather is supposed to be a problem. I don't know if you guys saw if the weather was supposed to be a problem, but just at face value, this game is going to be this game should be insane in terms of points. So over, I didn't care what the over was, and I don't care that it's over 53. Like with that high a bar already, take the over. This should be a pretty high scoring affair.
Well, yeah, and they're like the Bengals have not been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs yet. With as bad as the NFC North is,
the AFC North is hot garbage. That's why.
I know it's hot garbage, and so amazingly, Joe Burrow was gone for like half the season, and somehow the Bengals are still in to win the division. Like, this is just nuts. And so, Joe's the type of guy that's like, oh, we have a chance. Okay, I'll go throw for 400 yards and, we'll score 40 points, to take out the Bills, So, yeah, I mean, this is just insane. But they're still in it, and that they might actually beat Buffalo because Buffalo doesn't have a defense either. And so it might be one of those games where, it could even go to overtime and, whatever. It's just one of those games where it's just like whoever has the ball last is going to win because the defenses can't stop each other. So, yeah, I mean, this is like the fact that the Bengals are still in it is just crazy. And I think while they're still in it, Joe's just going to go out there and just make sure that he's going to do everything that he can to make sure that they stay in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, I mean, Burrow looked fantastic playing last week against the Ravens, who have a much better defense than the Bills. The Bills defense has been kind of a fraud all season long. They haven't really been able to stop anybody when it really matters. And so I foresee this being a shootout, just like you guys have said. I mean, I think that both teams are going to be able to put up points. The Bengals, we know, can't stop anybody. They couldn't stop an offensive featuring the three of us. And Josh Allen's going to get his, but I think Joe Burrow and his team is going to get theirs as well. And so I think it's just going to go back and forth. And like you said, Jimmy, it's going to come down to who gets the ball last in this particular game. I did look up the weather. It looks like it's going to be cold and a little windy, a little snowy, but nothing too crazy. And so I think there's still a good possibility of this going to the over. I mean, it's really only like a 28-25 football game. And I don't think that's going to be unheard of for this particular matchup. So, I mean, I think the Bengals could give up over 30 points a game on their own. So, them giving up over 30 to the Bills and then scoring 20 some themselves, I mean, I think is highly reasonable. So, certainly anticipate this going over.
And I didn't even mention the fact that the Bills' latest defensive acquisition has decided to retire and not be a Bill, like which I find is crazy because you got Darius Slay gets released by the Steelers, and Buffalo picks him up on waivers, and he's just like, I'll retire. That's like he doesn't even want to be on the Bills and be a part of that mess.
To be fair, with how kind of overrated the Steelers are, like taking a little bit of like a mental break of just like, I mean, he's got a ring too. What's he really going to be playing for? Because no one's going to be like paying for him again either. So going to cold Buffalo and probably not even going to win the division because of the Patriots. Like, but I mean, yes, they'll probably still make the playoffs, but I don't know. I kind of understand where he's coming from.
With the fact of the way that defense has been playing and everything, Darius Slay is not going to make this big enough difference that all of a sudden they become like this all-world defense just because he's on the team. And so,
but I mean, like what Eric was saying in our chat earlier, like, yes, the AFC is pretty wide open outside of the Patriots. Like, and even still, the Patriots could be fluky too because of the fact that it is the first year with Vrabel. But yeah, no, not to get super sidetracked out of this game. But who do we think is going to win this game? By the way, I think it's going to be close, but I think Buffalo's going to end up pulling it off, being the home team. But I will gladly be wrong. I can see this going either way.
I I honestly think the Bengals are just going to win it just because of, like I said, if the Bengals have a chance, and even though it's like an outside chance, it'd be a miracle, but that little chance is enough for, I think, Joe Burrow to go out there and beat the Bills. So honestly, I mean, I would take the Bengals in this game, and yeah, that's who I would go with, honestly, if I had to pick.
All right, tiebreaker, Eric, who are you picking?
I'm kind of leaning Bengals myself. I kind of think Burrow is going to come out hot. He's only played, 2-3 games this season. He's not beat up like Josh Allen is and the rest of the team. And I think he's got some good mojo and some good moxie in him. And I don't know, the Bills haven't really beat anybody good this season. I'm looking at their record, and I mean, like, the teams that they've beaten this season, like, we thought they were good. Like, they beat the Ravens week 1, but the Ravens have turned out to be not really very good.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Chiefs not too long ago, but the Chiefs have turned out to be not really very good. They beat the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are like, okay, right? I mean, but they're 7-6. They're not great. They beat the Steelers. The Steelers are not very good. So, I mean, like, the Bills don't have, like, a real signature. They have some, like, signature wins on their record by name, but not by actual record this season. So, I don't know. I don't think that they're actually any good. Now, I mean, the Bengals haven't beaten anybody either, obviously, because their record stinks. I mean, they've beaten the Browns, Jaguars, Steelers, and they beat the Ravens. But, I mean, I don't know. I think they have a better opportunity to come out with something in this game.
Interesting. I'll add one last note, then we need to move because of the time. But this isn't the Ravens, but Joe Burrow lost twice to the Ravens, scoring over 35 points. So if there's a way that they can blow it, Joe Burrow sometimes finds a way to.
Well, that's not Joe Burrow's fault. That's the defense's fault.
Yeah.
Defense. I saw a thing today. Their defense is 14% missed tackles this season, which leads the NFL by far.
Oh my God. It's two superstar quarterbacks with two subpar, mediocre, whatever adjective you want to use, defenses. James, you said it. Whoever has the ball last, I mean, that may end up being how this game goes, because Joe Burrow plays at the same kind of MVP caliber that Josh and Patrick do. So,
oh yeah.
So I'm so excited for this game. I really am. I am very surprised it didn't get flexed to at least 4:30, but tis how it goes. We need to move on to our last. Okay, yeah, these are just luckily our last two. This one, Eric, you kind of spearheaded this one.
Yeah!
The Dolphins going to the Jets for an AFC East battle.
Jets.
Yes. Here, I'll let you take lead on this one, because you really pushed this one being on the ticket, and it's hilarious why.
Well, it's because, the Dolphins are they're above the Georgia border, so they're never going to win. It's impossible. The Dolphins simply don't win when they go north of Georgia, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be snowy. They have no shot. There's 0% chance the Dolphins win this game. Now, I don't think the Jets are any good, but I think the Jets are good enough to beat with Tyrod Taylor as quarterback. I think the Jets are good enough to beat the Dolphins because the Dolphins are going to stink in the cold. The Dolphins can't play in cold weather. They don't win outside of Florida in November, December, October, September. They don't win outside. It's impossible. It just doesn't happen.
See,
Jets are gonna win.
You're making great points that we have seen history say is gonna happen, but yet us picking the Jets, we're picking an underdog. I'm a little surprised at that. We disagree with Vegas all the time, but like this one, I'm really like the Jets are bad and the Dolphins are on a 3 or 4 game win streak, but exactly that. It's a snowy, cold, gross MetLife they're going to be playing at, and you want a team from Miami to win there. It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm looking at the weather in East Rutherford on Sunday. Looks like at kickoff is going to be right around 39 degrees. However, precipitation doesn't look like it's going to happen until 7, but still, it's 39 degrees. Feels like is going to be right around that much, but still, it's 39 degrees. I mean, that's enough. That's enough to make the Dolphins just freeze like bricks and just not be able to do anything.
It's not frozen, but it's still not pleasant.
Yeah. Let me see if there's a. I mean, I don't think the wind chill is going to be that much because of the fact that
They're playing at 1:00. Luckily,
they're playing at 1:00, so it doesn't look like there's really too much of a difference between actual and feels like. But yeah, I mean, and, today's Thursday, so the chance of precipitation could go up. Then it could be colder by then, but I mean, 39 degrees is enough. I mean, I know water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, but 39 degrees Fahrenheit will freeze any Dolphin football player in their tracks, not necessarily an actual Dolphin.
If you ask my Subaru, the roads start freezing at 37 degrees. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, my car lets me know that it's 39 degrees outside. Like, it makes a point by going beep beep and flashing the temperature in front of me at 39 degrees. So
oh yeah, same. I have a little snowflake that comes up when it hits 37, and it says roads might be icy, even though science decided that things freeze at 32 like many eons ago. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe the Japanese think different. I don't know.
Look, I would just like to point out that the Dolphins have played at the Colts, lost, at the Bills, lost, at the Panthers, lost, at the Browns, lost. They did beat the Falcons, but that's not north of Georgia. And so they don't win north of Georgia. It's impossible. They don't win north of Georgia. They don't win in the cold. It doesn't happen.
And haven't they won like the last 2 out of their 3 or something like that too? Like they've strung together a couple of wins just recently.
They've won 3 in a row.
A little bit of momentum going on.
Yeah, they've won 3 in a row.
But it's an interdivision game. It's north of Georgia. It's going to be cold. Like, that's a lot stacked against them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And let's be real, Mike McDaniels is probably going to be since Black Monday's not really like a thing that much, aside from like maybe 2 coaches get fired actually on Black Monday. I think Mike McDaniel is going to be the one coach that's fired on Black Monday for 26.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
And the Jets, since Tyrod Taylor took over, they're not terrible.
He's fine. He's a perfectly good backup quarterback, and he's doing enough, I guess. He's playing. Yeah. I mean, the bar's not that high when your quarterback was Justin Fields, but
yep. So
yeah,
I would bet $10 on the Jets, and I don't bet a lot of money on, which I realize doesn't sound like a lot of money, but I don't bet big money on any of the football. I would bet $20 on the Jets to win over this.
Wow!
Big spender.
They're never gonna,
$2 bet guys going 20 on the Jets.
They're never gonna beat the Jets. Not gonna happen.
I need to add. I just need to take a day to add assets to here. But I wish I had that sound clip of that kid going, I was born into this. I'll always be a fan, but I hate this team. God, that video was so.
What's that saying? Like, girls pick their best friend at like 5 years old and let it ruin the rest of their life. And guys pick their favorite football team at 10 and let it ruin the rest of their life as well.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes. And, I mean, we should say the New Jersey teams, like, they're, nothing's really going on good with the New Jersey teams except maybe the Devils. But yeah, like these football teams that are there, yeah, they're bad. they're really, really bad. So
Jackson Dart looks like he might be all right.
Yeah, I think Dart's pretty good.
Yeah, he can't run as much though. Like if he keeps running, like he's gonna be out of the league quicker than anything.
Yeah, he's gonna have CTE in about 2 more weeks.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, like it's crazy. So I mean, the Giants do have a decent core of young talent,
They
but
have an interesting roster.
yeah, and the thing about it is though they have a GM who I think he got lucky with those picks because just and
Yeah.
like I don't know if I came on the show or whatever, but somebody has a burner account that's defending him, left and right or whatever. Could be his wife, which fine. You're going to defend your husband under a fake account, whatever, you know. Yeah. So and like it becomes real obvious that it has to be either him or somebody close to him when you're the only person defending him on Twitter and the actions that he's got going on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But they have an interesting little core there. I mean, their roster with Neighbors and then Dart and Scattaboo and then the guys that they have on defense. I mean, like
Abdul and Burns, and they got he hasn't really been that good this year, but I really like their safety Hollins. He was a Dolphin last year, and I was really hoping we got him for like a veteran safety, but he went to he obviously went to the Giants. But
yeah, so I mean, like they have an interesting roster if they could put it all together. I mean, they just need somebody that can get it going.
Yeah, they need a coach, and I don't know if you saw the list of who they're looking at.
They're not going to retain. They're not going to retain the guy that looks like a Bond villain. That dude is That dude is terrifying.
Honestly, like I'd be all right. I might be like if I was a Giants fan, I was going to get excited about a coach or whatever. Antonio Pierce, right? Former Giant. Actually won some interim games when he was with the Raiders.
Yeah.
So
but
I don't even think he's even on like the long list, but yeah, like I mean,
do you think they could poach the Vikings defensive coordinator? I forget his name.
Flores?
Yeah, do you think they could poach Flores from the Vikings?
No, I think he is I don't think he wants anything to do with the New York Giants with what happened because you remember back when Dabo got hired.
Oh, never mind.
It was between him and Brian Flores, and they told
the wrong one.
They told Belichick, like Belichick heard, Brian got the job, but he didn't realize it was Brian Dable. He thought it was Brian Flores, and so he congratulated Brian Flores for getting the job. However, I don't think Flores had been interviewed by that point, which made it like a violation of the Rooney Rule because I don't think he actually had interviewed. If I'm remembering correctly, he wasn't even interviewed when Dable got the job, and that's what caused the whole stir because I think Brian Flores was like, "Hey, I haven't even interviewed. I got the job," and then.
And JK.
So and honestly, Brian Flores seems like the type of guy that has the gusto and the willpower to say, I'm going to take this lawsuit and make people testify and do all of that. Because the only way the NFL is going to get him to shut up is if he takes a head coaching job, and they'll be like, well, we're going to give you this head coaching job if you drop the lawsuit. But I don't think he wants to do that. I don't think he wants to drop the lawsuit. I think he wants to go forward with it and bring to light some of the problems that happen in the NFL for, because of things like this to bring light to it and, maybe, figure out a way where they can make a better system. But that's my 2 cents on Brian Flores because I 100% don't think he's going to take the Giants job whatsoever.
No,
he's a good coach though. I think he would be a good coach for them, but he's not going to take it.
He's a good compliment to O'Donnell too. Like in Minnesota, having O'Donnell as like the more offensive mind and Flores as the defensive mind, like They'll replenish the roster and be fine next year. This year is just this is a write-off year for them.
But I mean, Brian Flores would be a great coach. I mean, he would be absolutely like,
Yeah.
If I was starting a football team or I became a GM, I would love to hire Brian Flores as my GM. He literally went 9-7 with the organization against him.
Yeah.
Wanted him to lose and doing everything they could to make him lose. And he still went 9-7. So that's like, okay, imagine if he got with an organization that wanted to win, Yeah. So I think Brian Flores would be a great coach. I don't think it's going to happen until people testify, and then we'll see what happens.
Well, hey, we're on our last game. What?
I said we still got the Rams game.
Yes. I don't know if there's much to say about this, though, other than it is an anomaly. I don't understand. I don't think any of us are ever going to understand what happened last week. I know any given Sunday, like, the Panthers should not have won last week.
No.
That was a very, very weird, fluky. Stafford had 3 turnovers, 2 picks, and a lost fumble. Like, wow. I've heard of off weeks before, but Jesus, that was. I say all this as a build up to. I feel bad for the Cardinals because they are just going to get all that frustration from the Rams, and Stafford 2 passing touchdowns, money line. I keep saying all these picks are like money picks, but Matthew Stafford, like, reminding everybody, hey, we're still one of the best teams in the NFC, if not the best team in the NFC. I feel bad for the Cardinals, even though they are at home. The Rams should take care of them with absolutely no problem. Probably.
Well, my question is, does anybody want to win the MVP in the NFL? Like, the minute we get told, oh, this guy's the favorite, boom, he turns into, freaking Cinderella after the ball, or it doesn't. Every time somebody gets propped up, oh yeah, this is probably the MVP, and then boom, they go out and play like crap. Like, honestly, like, I'd be willing to. I don't even know what the odds are, but I'd be willing to take a bet that Myles Garrett, if he crushes the NFL sack record, he's going to be named MVP. I mean, he's got what, 4 games to get, or 5 more games to get 4 sacks or something like that.
Yeah, he's at 19 right now. He only got 1 against Purdy, but yeah, he's at 19 sacks, I think.
This is week 14, right?
Yeah.
So that's 5 games. He has 5 games to get, 4 sacks? I mean, imagine if he gets up around like 26 or 27 sacks and just crushes the record. Like, and with the way the MVP pool has been with quarterbacks and stuff, he'd have a legitimate case to be MVP. I'm sure Eric is looking up the odds right now.
30,000.
30,000?
He is plus 30,000.
Not plus 3,000, 30,000.
Yes, he's plus 30,000. The same odds as Christian McCaffrey.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, hold on. I'm sending somebody $1.
That's some disrespect to Christian McCaffrey. Jesus. I think, wow, that's some disrespect to him. Who was favorite? Was it still Stafford?
Drake May is the favorite at -135. Stafford is plus 125.
Oh,
and then everybody else is way behind.
No, Drake, dude, I only got bits and pieces of it, but Drake May does look pretty damn good. I would be surprised if he got it over Stafford, though, just because give Stafford this last award, even though he already has a Super Bowl ring. But Drake May looks really damn good, guys. If you've not paid attention to Patriots football, he's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's announced that he would have, like, Garrett would have to get like 28 sacks in the season, I think.
Yeah.
To be in the conversation, be like, oh, maybe this guy's the best player in the NFL, which you could argue at that point. Like, if he gets 28 sacks, like, you could definitely argue like he's the best player out of anybody in the NFL at his position.
Hell, if his Achilles popped today and he didn't play any of these last 4 games, he would still probably win Defensive Player of the Year. That's how dominant he's been.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure Eric can find what his odds are to win the Defensive Player of the Year. But yeah,
Oh, he's got to be minus 250. It cannot be.
He's got to be in the minus already. Like he's
minus 1,400.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean he's legitimately on his way to win that. But I mean,
back to back.
If something happens to Drake May, or maybe Drake May goes out and I don't know what big games you might have left coming up. If he goes out and throws a turd out there, and Garrett gets to 28 sacks, like I there's an outside chance, maybe 30,000. I bet $1 on it.
I think he plays Buffalo one more time, if I remember right. I didn't memorize the schedule. I've just casually seen the Patriots play just by circumstance here and there, and I'm just no disrespect to Matthew Stafford, but Drake May looks really, really damn good if you've not sat and watched Patriots football.
Yeah. Well,
Stafford's gonna annihilate in this game. I mean, did we all get our 2 cents on that, Eric? I don't think we got yours on there.
The only thing that I'll just say is that even though Stafford had a not great game last week, he still managed to throw 2 touchdowns in that game. So the odds of him throwing 2 touchdowns are pretty significantly high. I do think he's going to have a bounce back game. I think the whole Rams team is going to have a bounce back game. I think they're probably going to clobber the Cardinals in this particular game, and should be an easy money line victory and an easy 2 touchdowns for Stafford. And to your other question, the Patriots actually play the Bills this week. Then they play the Ravens, Jets, and Dolphins.
Okay, they're gonna have an undefeated month. They're gonna end the season with 15 wins. They'll beat the Bills. They'll beat all of them. The Bills will be the hardest game though.
I'd be interested to see the timeline of when Tom Brady bought a ownership stake in that cloning company, and when Drake May
was created.
We'll say, I wonder if there's some overlap there, but yeah.
God, that's hilarious. All right. I think with that, we need to give our shout out, our weekly mandatory shout out to our sponsor, Royal Retros. What is Royal Retros? It is your go-to place to get yourself an authentic throwback jersey. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, any of the major sports, they got you covered. Check out the Candlestick collection. It's still there. It's still beautiful. It's curated with Bay Area fans in mind. It's got 49ers gear. It's got baseball Giants gear. Want to make that distinction. Baseball Giants. But when you find something that you like, you use a promo code Shady Sports, and it gets you 10% off of the entire order, not just things in the Candlestick collection, not just special items. Anything you throw into your cart, you get 10% off with the promo code Shady Sports. It helps us out. It helps out everybody in the network of Shady Sports programming here on YouTube. They've been awesome partners with us, and we love sharing this code with you. Again, it's promo code Shady Sports to get 10% off of your entire order at royalretros.com. Go get yourself an authentic throwback jersey today, and just shout out to them for being with us for so long. Mr. Jimmy B, we are also selling T-shirts, but with a little bit of a twist. Let the people know about our T-shirts.
So, guys, we are raising money for Mountain Comprehensive Care Centers in Kentucky. We've been doing this for over a year now. They're a nonprofit organization that helps women, escape domestic violence and things like that. And so we are trying to raise awareness as well to the fact that owner standards are less than player standards when it comes to reporting negative news on them. You will hear plenty of negative news about players, but ownership is sort of dug. You have to dig a little deep and, go around. But so we're saying owner standards are less than player standards. And so we are selling our T-shirts to raise money for Mountain Comprehensive Care Centers. Right here we have our statement here. $22.99 gets you that in the T-shirt. We have different colors, different sizes. Next up, we have our podcast logo art. You'll find this anywhere you see our profile picture on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen or hear us, you will see this $22.99 gets you that in a t-shirt. And we have different styles, different sizes. Next up, we have our alternate podcast logo art. $22.99 gets you that in a t-shirt. We have different colors, different sizes, and different styles of that. And last but not least, how can you say no to our mascot, a peanut, sitting on the couch, eating peanuts while cheering on his San Francisco 49ers? $22.99 gets you that in a t-shirt. Donate to Mountain Comprehensive Care Centers today.
Yes, again, the link is in the show notes to our bonfire store, or if you just want to go directly to information about Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, that is there as well. But yeah, we just want you to have a nice t-shirt and know that you're helping out a family in need. Eric, what were you about to say? I thought you were about to say something.
You just froze for like a second.
Yeah, you just.
Oh, am I back now?
Yeah, you're back.
You're back.
Oh, well, it's okay, cool.
But yeah.
But yeah, so that's our store. That's our store. Thank you to our sponsor. I'll go ahead and squish that down because I always forget to. But news happening. I will start with what I think is the biggest news of the weekend since the Niners are off. Yes, there's obviously football news, but college, I'm wearing I am Indiana Dan for a reason because, I mean, obviously I live here, but the Hoosiers, once again, are having a hell of an incredible season. Coach Cignetti won Big Ten Coach of the Year, second year in a row, and also for a second year in a row, your Ohio State Buckeyes are also undefeated, and right down the road from me, about 2 miles down the road from me, they'll be squaring off on Saturday at, I think, 8 o'clock on Fox for the Big Ten Championship. It's on Fox. I'm sad that Tubi doesn't look like they're going to get the game, but I'll still figure out a way to watch it. YouTube TV. But like we did last year when it was just a regular season game last year, right? It wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah, because you played Oregon in the Big Ten Championship last year, right?
Yes.
And last year, Ohio State did dominate pretty good. I have to have this plaque up on the set. What was the score? Yeah, 38-15 on we missed the anniversary of it. It was November 23rd. And then I also wrote that you beat Notre Dame 34-23 for the title.
Yep.
But now this trophy, we're going to be in the playoffs. We're going to be in the playoffs regardless. But for the Big Ten title, we are squaring off in Lucas Oil Stadium. Neither of us will be there. One, because you're far away, and two, nosebleeds are $500. So a little bit out of our price range. But our bet this year, I have it right here. The winner or the loser is going to have to get the bottle. Oh, this kind of football helmet style bottle opener. Eric, oh no, Jimmy disappeared.
I'm
He's
here.
back.
Okay.
I just turned the camera.
So Eric, if Indiana wins, you will be getting this beautiful IU bottle opener with the face mask that actually opens the bottle. Trying to describe it for the audio people. And if Ohio State,
Oh, look at that! It's glorious.
It's got leaves on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, if Ohio State pulls it off, this will be my bottle opener, and the silver with the not clovers.
Buckeye leaves.
Buckeye leaves. Yes.
Clovers. Jeez.
I said not clovers.
Such disrespect.
I said not clovers.
They look like vanilla. Are those vanilla plants or
No, they're Buckeye leaves. They're very toxic Buckeye leaves.
very toxic?
Buckeyes are poisonous.
What? I know you get those for like making plays. Is there any more specific rule than that, or is it just like coach discretion?
No, it's just like you do good shit, you get a Buckeye leaf. Oh, good stuff. I mean,
we that was our one for the episode. But yeah, if my Hoosiers win, you will be getting this one, and then if the Buckeyes win, I will be getting this one. Just to add that little bit of salt on top of the next time we have a little drink, have that little bit to
Yep.
Started off on a high note, knowing that you lost the game.
Yep.
But yeah, no, this is a fun. I hope IU stays good for a while longer because I like this tradition.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
But yeah, no, that's for us. I hope. I don't know. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to win if you care about the Big Ten. Being a West Coast team that the 49ers are, I doubt there's many that do, but
Well, Oregon and UCLA are in the Big Ten anyway, so
which is weird. I don't like that. I don't
Yeah.
like that. I don't feel like that's a controversial thing to say, but if it is, I don't like the West Coast and the Big Ten. It's our Midwest Conference. Thank you. But I'll get off my soapbox. Is there any NFL news that's worth giving a little shout out to? Did you see anything?
The only thing that was worth a reporting was JJ McCarthy has cleared concussion protocol, so he's coming back, much to the chagrin of every Vikings fan.
He conveniently got out of concussion protocol after I forget his name.
Max Bomer.
Conveniently gets in concussion protocol the week after he stinks, and then he's conveniently out after the next guy was worse.
Yeah. So he's coming back, and it's currently for the evergreen part of the podcast 3-3 Lions and Cowboys. I need the Cowboys to win. I know we don't really like to root for the Cowboys. I think it benefits us if the Lions lose anyways, but I need the Cowboys to win. I've got a pretty good underdog parlay going this week, and it starts off with the Cowboys winning tonight. So need the Cowboys to win.
Yes. Oh, actually, we're going to move up no matter what. Did you see that graphic I sent you guys?
Yeah.
That like we're moving up no matter what. We're not going to be 7th seed no matter what. So if that's not the ultimate, like winning the bye week, I don't know what is. But come Monday night, we are going to be at least the 6th seed. And we can go all the way up to number 2 if the Rams and the Seahawks and the the Bears, if all of them lose, maybe the Eagles, I can't remember. There's a chance for us to get to the number 2 seed. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, which would be crazy. I'll take going up to the 6th seed is just fine by me.
Yeah, we're getting the 6th seed if nothing else. Like
Yep.
it's just semantics at this point. We just got to officially have the games go.
Yep.
Yeah, and then what are the odds that Mac Jones is the Vikings quarterback next year?
Oh, I would say it's probably pretty good.
Yeah. And we're going to get at least a 3rd round pick for him because there's no way in hell John's letting him go for less than a 3rd.
Oh, no, because you get a 3rd round pick for him if he just left via free agency for a compensatory pick. So, I mean, he'll get at least a 3rd for it. He'll get at least.
Oh, he's gonna raise the ante then and say a 2nd then probably. Like if we're gonna get a comp for him just like getting released from his contract, because he is under contract next year. So we have to cut him or trade him. He can't just walk.
Yeah. So
beautiful strategy. What a payoff that was. Getting him on a 2-year contract. What a great steal that was.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that, we've hit an hour and change. This has been an awesome week. Next week, we'll figure out something to talk about. There's never a slow day in the world of the NFL, but
we're gonna rehash how good our parlay hit. That's what we're gonna rehash.
Yes. And we will know who is getting a new bottle opener that, depending on how fast Amazon ships, maybe it'll be on our next Friday episode.
Are we recording Monday for Tuesday?
Yes, there's no holiday that I can remember.
Right? Aren't playing this week, right?
Yeah, no, it's a bye week.
So what I'm saying is are we going to record on Monday, given that there's no 49ers game?
We'll figure something. We'll figure something out. Now we're getting into Patreon territory, and I'll be honest, I stopped uploading to Patreon a while ago. Just unless you all give me a reason to.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Well, that being said, outro music, River Road, Justin Muth.
Yeah, beat the bye week.
Yep. Enjoy the time off. We'll see you when we see you guys. Enjoy.
River Road, you got me running way back home. River Road, you got me running all night long. You got me singing some canal boat song. River Road, you got me running all night long. River Road, where have all the women gone? Have they kissed her hand and waved you bye-bye? Have they thought about crossing your double yellow lines? River Road, they love the